folks. Welcome back. Really. I'm
Hello.
Sierra.
And I'm Michael Thomas.
What is going on, sis?
Oh, just living my best life, just getting ready to, fly out this country and see what
I
happens.
know. Where are you going? Colombia?
I'm going to Chile.
Chile. I knew it started with a C.
Yeah, going to Chile.
I was close.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, not geographically. I don't do geography. I think we know that by now.
You know
Yeah.
who else doesn't do geography?
Who?
My mom. I went and saw her this weekend. I love you. Hi, Mom. Love you. And she said,
Are.
now, are you going to the other side of the equator? I said, yeah, 100%. I was like, Mom, like Antarctica that's down here at the base of that earth? I was like, we're just going to be like a titch above there. She's like, what? And I showed her a map. She's like, oh, I can't believe you're going that far. I was like, well,
The
truth be
reason it's
told,
called Chile.
it's going to be chilly. Yes, in Chile.
Oh,
Yeah.
dad joke. Boom. Ching. I think I have that. Hold on. No. Yeah, there we
There
go.
it is. There it is.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
How's your day?
It was good. It was good. We had a test today. They did pretty
Oh,
well.
you
I
test
know.
them a lot.
Yeah, we do. I don't want to talk about it. They did okay. They did all right. We had a good lecture. It was on hematology.
Yay.
Yeah, so
I
we got
love
to talk
blood.
about the blood, and
Mm,
I don't. I mean, I like it doesn't scare me or,
right.
but just the specialty and
Hmm.
uh, the content of the lecture. I'm just like, but
Um,
I try to make it fun as I can. So
I bet they loved it because you were
I
there.
well, at one point after lunch, somebody had come up in there, and turned that thermostat to 75.
Talk about blood pumping.
And I was like, I walked over there. I mean, I was, me, it don't take much to sweat. Um, yeah, that thermostat goes over 68, and I'm like,
Mm.
whoo. And yeah, so I walk over there, and it's on 75, and I was like, what are y'all doing? And
Hades. Hades.
it sure was. So I kept it on a very reasonable 70. So,
Mm.
but after
Even
that,
70's hot.
I thank you. So, what about you? How's your day?
It was good. It was good. I talked about hemostasis. So blood stopping, stay, keep
Did
calm.
you really?
I sure did.
I
And
love
that
it.
fun thing called the coagulation cascade.
Oh yeah, I okay. Yeah, I tried to talk about
Mm.
that, and the kids were like,
Huh?
and I was like,
Yeah.
it's clotting. It's clotting. Let's
Yeah.
just move on.
Yeah.
Elizabeth loves that word. Yeah. So
Oh gosh, sorry. She's gonna laugh at that.
yep.
Which, I mean, honestly, we have to just move on because the coagulation cascade is just like, huh? What? No, thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Let's keep people on the pod
Yeah,
listening.
we're trying to keep our listeners okay. But some people, my former vet techs, shout out, you know what I'm talking about, or they're like, still don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
That and
They're
the
like,
Krebs cycle.
no, no. Oh, I actually okay. I don't love the coagulation cascade myself. I know it helps with coagulation,
Yeah.
but I do love the Krebs cycle. I do
I
find
love
it
them both.
interesting because I thought I would never understand it, and then one day I did.
Yeah. One
So
day it just happens.
yeah. Anyway,
Anywho,
what are we talking about today, hon?
well, I think the most important question you mentioned that you gave them a test again.
Yeah,
Okay. Has any student ever told you that they have, I don't know, maybe test anxiety?
I love your tone with that. Like that is the most rhetorical question I have ever heard in my life.
No? Yes?
Yeah,
No? Hmm?
yeah. hmm I mean, I've taught for 10 years, and I've had at
Yeah.
least probably a dozen every semester since then. So let's
Mm-hmm.
go with like maybe 250.
Oh,
Being
wow.
like,
Yeah,
I
that's a
just
lot.
have test anxiety. I don't
Mm.
do well.
Yeah. Hmm.
So and not that I didn't in school, but I did.
Yeah.
What about you?
So, oh
You
yeah. I mean, do I have test anxiety?
yeah,
I I feel like when I was a kid, that wasn't like the words used. It was
sure.
just I have a test and I'm stressing about it.
Yeah. I
So,
have a test and
yeah,
I'm scared.
it's a
And
test and I'm scared.
yeah.
It never was, it didn't have like like a term, which I guess is apparently examophobia. Have you heard of that?
Um, no.
Okay.
I really
That's
haven't. I've heard of test anxiety, but I guess if we want to get all clinical about it, yeah, that would
technically,
make sense.
we've got an examophobia.
Got an
Um,
examophobia.
yeah. I I didn't really mind exams for some reason. I kind of was just like, it is what it is. Yes, I was anxious. I mean, I have an anxious personality all around.
Hmm.
Um, but I wasn't like, oh, I've never said the words, I have test anxiety. I never said that. Maybe I just didn't know that could be said.
Yeah. Know it until I was in college chemistry class with Caitlin. Uh,
Mm,
that was alliterative, but I never knew it was a thing until
yeah.
she was medicated every time we took a test.
Mm.
So but it helped,
Well,
whatever
that's great.
helps.
Yeah.
But yeah. But speaking of test anxiety, Sierra,
Mm. Yes.
y'all hang on
Oh,
because a little bit later in the pod, we're going to talk about test anxiety and we're going to throw it out. For anybody that might have test anxiety, we're going to throw out some tips and tricks for y'all to hopefully, in all sincerity, in all seriousness, hopefully help y'all jump that hurdle a little bit.
stay
Because I
tuned.
know a lot of our students do listen to this, and I hope other students all over creation will be listening to this as well, at least at some point in their life. So,
Yeah.
anyway, so what else are we talking about otherwise?
Hmm. Well, I have a question.
Mhm.
Are you afraid of the dark? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I I am terrified of the dark. Being alone in the dark. I don't like it. Do you remember when my power went out when we were doing a FaceTime the other day and I had to open up the door and I opened up the door and I saw that it was pitch black and I went, "Nope." Like
You sure did.
knowing knowing that my dog and Daniel are in the other room, everything would have been fine. Nope, nope, not doing it. I sleep with a nightlight. I'm not ashamed.
Uh,
I,
I didn't realize this. Do you
yeah, I
like
am
when you come
terrified.
and stay? Do you like? Do I need to turn more lights on at night?
I
I
leave the lamp on.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as long
Or
as you can control it. Like I don't. I just didn't. Okay.
I know my truth. I know my truth. I am terrified of the dark. I even asked my therapist. I was like, "Okay, I'm terrified of the dark. How do I overcome this? Do I need to go and just like sit in the woods for an hour in the dark and and like just sit there?" And she's like, I don't think that you would need to go sit in the woods for an hour anyways. I don't think you should start with an hour. Why don't you try just like 3 to 5 minutes in your
Sure.
home?"
Let's desensitize in baby steps.
Yeah, no, I'm an all or nothing. We're
Okay.
gonna
Yeah.
cure this. Don't do that.
Truth.
It's not her recommendation to
Oh,
go and sit in the dark.
I'm with her on this.
Good.
I'm with her.
Yeah. But I have a true like I am afraid of the dark, and the technical term for that because I wanted to look it up
Uh-huh.
is nyctophobia. Am I saying that right? Have you heard of that one? NYC
Sure.
nyctophobia. I mean, if we're gonna get like real on it, it's all from like my childhood trauma and all that
Sure.
stuff. But it's not just me. This could go back to even ancestral. Like, think about
Yeah.
being in a cave,
Yeah.
and fearing for your life from getting eaten by a.
Saber-toothed tiger.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll keep you
Okay.
updated. I do want to try to overcome it, but man, I am afraid of the dark.
I mean, I feel like that's an okay one.
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
think it's necessarily irrational.
yeah,
That might
maybe
not
not.
be either. Never mind. You're fine. You're safe.
Thank you. Yeah. So I spoke about my fear. You
Yeah.
afraid of anything?
Um, Snakes.
Snakes.
Yeah.
Terrified of them?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Hmm.
Nope. Don't do that. I don't do them. I don't do snakes. That is called phobia.
Ophidiophobia?
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that is when I goggled it,
Yeah.
that's what came up. So fear
Okay.
of snakes.
Mm.
Nope,
Okay.
nope, and yep, nope. That's all. Like I don't even want to talk about them.
That's
And
fine.
I can pinpoint
Wow. You know?
where that came from. When I was in school, in grade school, I don't remember if it was kindergarten or first grade, but I do remember we had those, encyclopedias in the class, all those.
Mm-hmm.
For those people younger than us, that's a book that has information
About everything.
about everything. So, and I do remember, I think it was like an Encyclopedia Britannica. Remember that infomercial? Anyway,
Oh yeah.
and it had a two-headed snake in it.
Oh yeah.
Nothing like it that scared me to death. And
They kind of
there
creepy.
was also a picture beside of it of like a close-up of a snake's eye. Like,
Oh,
yeah. And I was just like, no, no, no.
I'm not
So,
doing that.
yeah, snakes. And it's not like I've encountered a bunch of them,
Mm.
but because I really haven't, maybe five in my whole lifetime. And I'm
Taken.
pretty sure I screamed loud enough that they were more scared of me. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So, anything, you got any others?
I think that one of mine would also be a little scoosh of claustrophobia. I don't know if I am claustrophobic, but maybe just like a scoosh. Like, have you seen those people that do spelunking?
Spelunking?
Spelunking? Yeah. They like go into
Yeah.
caves. They
Yeah.
go caving, but then
I mean, I
they're like,
can't relate to them, but yes. Now I
I could,
have seen like like Bristol Caverns here in Bristol, that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, no, on no planet is no.
yeah.
Like I'm a big boy, I'm gonna get stuck. Uh-uh.
Uh-uh.
Nope, nope.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that. I don't think I'm claustrophobic. I might be a little claustra.
A little classy.
Sure,
I get a little classy.
a
In
little
an
claus.
MRI machine.
Valid.
Valid. My mom warned me, and
Yeah,
I did. I
it's a
did.
tube.
Yeah.
You get claustrophobic on a plane?
No,
Okay.
no, I don't think so. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is a lot more open than an MRI machine, but I always think of one when I am around an MRI machine.
Yeah.
Not that I'm around them a ton, but I always think of a plane.
An airplane. I
'Cause
could see
big.
that.
It's a big old tube, so
Teeny tiny tube.
yeah,
I do. Is it claustrophobia when I'm in like at a music festival and like people are too close to me, or is that social anxiety?
again, I think I'll clear that one up
Oh,
in a minute.
okay.
I have a
Okay.
game. I have a game. We're gonna play.
Okay. I
You know
love
you
games.
love games,
I
so
do.
I brought one. I brought one
Okay.
this time, and
You
you
packed.
you don't
Let's
know
do
the
it.
answer. Okay.
Let's do it. So, I don't know if you can tell, but we're talking about some phobias, but also talking about fears.
Yep.
But I think it's really important to know that fear versus phobia, because we don't want to necessarily get that wrong. So, a
Sure.
phobia, and you probably already know, a phobia is going to be an irrational fear or situation, animal or object, and they feel like overwhelming and super stressful and kind of like this is a thing. They may sound to someone else that doesn't have these, they may sound irrational and like they kind of don't really make sense and unreasonable. But a person that's struggling with that phobia will avoid that fear at all costs. So the fear is going to be the physical thing that
Uh,
is happening.
sure. the
Yes. So
reaction.
fear is physical.
Yeah.
It's happening in the mind and it triggers in the physical body.
So
And
the phobia is the mind part, and the fear is the feeling, the physical feeling.
yeah, and the phobia is the actual thing, the object, that animal, the object, the darkness, the snakes, that then will cause the fear, cause that, and then that physical reaction is my understanding.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes sense.
and it's
Yeah,
like an avoid at all cost if
sure.
it's if it's a phobia.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Kind of like you like the whole like face your fears. Okay, well you can like face your fear, like a level of control. The phobia is like, nope, there's not even like the we're not
Well,
gonna
I
do
mean,
it.
at this point, I'm just like, I know how to avoid snakes.
Yeah.
I know how to avoid sharks. I know how to avoid people. So I ain't afeared because I know how to control that.
Yeah, just don't go.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay at home. I mean,
Yeah.
I had practiced for years for COVID.
Oh yeah. That well, I didn't.
No, you're more of an extrovert than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But no, that does make sense. The physical
Yeah.
response, and I mean, I get it. It's part of our fight or flight. That's how we've adapted. That's how we've stayed alive.
Yeah.
That is interesting though, because
Yeah.
it the little that little amygdala,
The almond.
the almond, our little
Yes.
almond in our it's a teeny little thing that can just do you in.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Small but mighty.
yeah, it sure is.
Small but mighty
So
fear.
yeah, it causes that fight or flight, that heart rate going up, that respiration going up, that blood pressure going up. So it's
All the way up.
yeah, I do think those types of phobias, obviously, and this is, I mean, we're not making fun of this aspect of it. Those types of phobias are very real to a lot of people. We're trying to keep it a little lighter today, but if that's something that you truly, if you have something that truly sends you into like an anxiety spiral and a panic attack, that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Just to clarify.
yeah, just to clarify, we're not doctors. Don't take any
No.
of our advice on how we cope with these things, but we'll let you know what's out there to talk about, and give you some tips and tricks.
We'll try.
We'll try. We'll
We're
do
all
it.
in this together. Takes a village.
It does. Well, are you ready for a little game?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. I can't wait.
Okay, great. So, how this is gonna go down?
Okay. You need a whistle.
That would have been, I know. Anyway,
I'm ready.
I am going to give you
Okay.
a phobia,
Okay.
and you are going to tell me what that phobia is.
Okay.
You will get a guess per phobia.
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
I'm hardcore.
Brutal. All right.
I'm hardcore. And then I will tell you what that phobia is. We're going to start pretty common. We're going to start low. We're going
Okay.
to work you up. We're going to work you up. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Sierra,
Yeah. Hey.
what is arachnophobia?
Is that spiders?
Very good.
Hey.
Woo!
Yay.
Wrong one.
Excuse me.
Wrong one.
Woo!
I thought I had the applause queued up. Anyway, correct. Fear of spiders. Okay, next one.
Can I give a comment? Am I
sure
allowed to
can.
comment?
Well, it's your podcast too.
I really like spiders.
I know you do. They don't bother me like they used to.
I really like spiders. I
They're
think they're
helpful.
really cool.
They're helpful. You remember at my townhouse, my old back porch?
Yeah.
How it had like Well, technically
Yes.
it was the front porch, but um, lots of spiders in the summer. Well, one summer, I sprayed for them and killed them,
Oh,
and I got ate up that summer every time I would go out there by them mosquitoes.
well,
And so the next summer, I was like, I'm gonna try something different. I'm not gonna bother them. They're not gonna bother me. I hope.
coexist.
So there was one rather large one, and we talked.
Yeah.
And his name was Eugene.
Eugene.
Yep. So and we Eugene also had a large family by the end of the summer. So anyway, but I will say the number of mosquito bites that I had by the end of that summer was drastically lower. And I do believe you are the one, after I sprayed, that was sitting on my porch and you were like, these will help with the skaters.
Absolutely.
And I was like, well, whatever.
Coexist.
So the next summer, I let nature
Let it lie.
take its course. So there's a tip for you folks. Just coexist with your spiders. Okay.
Okay.
Next one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Moving up in difficulty.
Oh God. Level 2?
Hey, you're just that good. What is agoraphobia?
Agoraphobia?
Yes.
Oh man. Oh, agora. Do I get a hint?
No.
Oh, agoraphobia. It's something that's like really gory, and you're like, I can't watch that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
gory, graphic, bloody.
Agoraphobia is the fear of open spaces.
Oh.
Yes. Fear of crowds
Oh.
also falls under agoraphobia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't have. I was thinking about those episodes on Game of Thrones, and sometimes I have to turn away. When it gets too
Amen, sister.
gory.
Yeah. No, don't like that. But yeah,
No. Okay. Oh man, I didn't get that one.
that's all right.
Okay.
Hey, one for one. One for one. You're technically a net zero. Anyway, so
Okay.
here's the competitive one here.
Okay.
Next one. Glossophobia. Glossophobia.
The fear, lost tongue, speaking words, fear of speaking, public speaking.
Atta girl. Atta girl.
All right.
Atta girl. You got two.
Glossy.
Glossy.
All right.
Next one.
Okay.
Acrophobia.
Acrophobia.
Think of acrobatics.
Is that fear of heights?
Yeah.
Acrophobia is fear of heights?
Yeah.
Oh. I wouldn't have put that. I wouldn't have put those words together, but I am not Latin or whatever this is. Or Greek.
I don't
I don't know.
Oh.
Acrophobia.
Acrophobia. Fear
Well, I
of
guess acrobatics.
Well, that was your hint.
Oh. Yeah, you did it.
All right. You're a net two.
All right. I'm winning this
girl.
thing. I like heights, for the record.
I know you do.
Yeah. Sometimes in my
I've seen your
building.
vehicle.
Do what?
I've seen your vehicle.
Sometimes in my classroom, there's just a window. I'm on the 4th floor, and there's just a window. And sometimes I just go over to it and go and just look down. And I'm like, look at all that. Look at all those people. And some of my students are like, are you not like freaked out? I'm like, no, it kind of looks cool down there.
Your school is also on top of a pretty large hill.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
it is.
kind of fun. Anyways,
Next. Aerophobia. Aerophobia.
It makes me think of like a plane, like an aeroplane, sky, falling, sky, fear of planes.
There you go.
Okay. We should do
Your
charades.
face was a picture. That face is going on the thumbnail.
Oh God. Oh no.
No, it was perfect. It
Okay.
was precious.
Okay.
Uh, okay.
Fear of planes. That's kind of understandable. The older I get, the more that kind of hits.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
One that you absolutely do not have.
Okay.
Cynophobia.
Cynophobia.
Would you like it spelled?
Okay. Yeah.
CYNO phobia.
Is that like blue? Like the color blue?
Oh, no.
Oh,
But that's a good go.
cyanotic? Like someone turning blue? Okay, not
Fear
that.
of the color blue. No, but I'm sure that's a fear. I'd have to goggle that. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
You do not have this one. It is the fear of dogs.
Cyno? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's what.
Caninophobia would be whatever. Okay. Well, no. I mean, no, I don't have that, but I do know people that do have that, and I
Oh,
understand.
I know
Yeah,
some. Yeah.
yeah, and that's respect, 100%.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
absolutely. It's probably healthier than some people I know that would just walk up to any animal, any dog, and be like, "Can I pet that dog?" and get their hand bitten off because some dogs are skittish.
get your face out of that dog's face. You don't know that dog. That dog is thinking stranger danger.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
they are a beast. They
A
will be.
beast.
They're a beast. All right. What about astrophobia, Sierra?
Astrophobia.
Astrophobia.
Fear of writing something weird?
Okay.
No. Okay. Like fear of writing?
No.
Okay.
Where's that come from?
Huh?
Astrophobia? Where, like what?
It makes me think of an asterisk.
Okay. It is the fear of thunder and lightning.
Like an asteroid.
Yes.
Fear of thunder and lightning. Wow.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We're at a net 3. Um,
Thanks for keeping score.
I I want you to know how well you're doing. What is trypanophobia? Trypanophobia.
Trypanophobia. Do normal people know these? I have no idea.
I don't know. You're the one that was like, I want to do phobias.
I should have done my homework. I don't know.
That is the
Trypanophobia.
fear of injections.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't look when they take my blood, but now I'm looking as I've gotten older. I'm like, and it freaks me out a little bit.
Oh, it still. And I mean, I've given them a lot, probably thousands. I don't know. I still don't like getting them.
No, I don't mind giving because, to animals, I can do that. There's fur, there's hair involved,
Sure.
but I'll tell you this: when you have like a Chinese crescent dog, and they don't have any of that, it's just skin, and it's kind of weird.
I bet for you it is.
It's real weird. I'm like, whoa, this is like a human. This is odd.
Yeah. For me, I would be like, this is a day at work.
I don't like it.
All right. What about you also don't have this one
Okay.
because everyone in your orbit has one. Paganophobia. Paganophobia.
Pogano. Where did
Paganophobia.
where did this derive from? Pogano.
I don't know. I didn't do that much research.
Poganophobia. Everybody's got a friend. All my friends have friends. Is it fear of friends?
No.
Oh, fear of phones? Fear of phone?
No.
Everybody has a phone.
Fear of pogo sticks. No, paganophobia is a fear of beards.
Beards.
Yeah,
I do not have a fear of beard.
you do not.
No,
Every man I know around you has a beard. Might be because you live in Asheville, but
that
you
does
know,
help. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I can't think of one that doesn't at the moment. So, yeah,
Me
I'm
neither.
not running away.
No, you would never.
No. Okay.
Okay,
Po.
let's. So
Mm.
I've got like three or four more,
Okay.
but these are a little obscure.
Not that the other ones haven't been for me, but okay.
I, you did so well though. What is
Hmm.
a blutophobia?
A blutophobia?
A blutophobia.
A circulation issue with your toe. Blue toe. Blutophobia. Feet. Feet problem. The fear of feet.
It is the fear of bathing or washing.
Fear of bathing or washing.
Yeah,
Like that's like you're gonna get injured?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, I hope you don't fall.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, yeah.
A blutophobia.
A blutophobia.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Next one.
Okay.
Isoptrophobia.
Isoptrophobia. What? I sop up something that's wet, so we're getting in the
What?
water. So fear of cleaning.
No, that would be a blutophobia. Isoptrophobia is now this one. I'm like, who comes up anyway? Isoptrophobia is the fear of mirrors or seeing yourself in a mirror, seeing your reflection.
Probably don't like your picture taken either.
I don't know, but that's a good
Fear of
question.
mirrors.
Of mirrors.
How would you ever know what you looked like?
Well, some people we know obviously have a fear of mirrors. All right, so
Okay.
all right, last one,
Oh gosh.
and this one hits home for me.
Oh.
Anatidaephobia.
Anatidae?
Anatidaephobia.
Anatidaephobia? Is it snakes?
Anatidaephobia. No.
Oh, okay. We said it hit.
Anatidaephobia.
Fear of cleaning. Tidying up. Fear of cleaning.
Oh, no, but that's
Tidy?
sure. Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
No. It is the fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you.
Like a mallard?
Yeah, that was actually the picture that came up.
A duck is watching you.
Yeah,
See, my question now I want to rabbit hole into
I know, but go back to you had said phobias are typically irrational.
irrational. Yes, yes, I did
So,
say that.
I mean, but I just thought
Yeah,
irrational.
yeah.
Although, I have a lot of geese around my house.
They're aggressive.
They are aggressive, and I might have this because of
Okay.
those geese, because they're very judgy looking.
Oh, Sade.
Yes, they are
Yeah.
very judgy looking. I pass by them every day, and they really didn't go far for the winter this year. I pass by them every day at the little pond in our neighborhood, and yeah, it. I feel judged, and they do not care. Do not care if you are coming at them in your car full
Mm-hmm.
barrel. They're just like
Mm-hmm.
they just saunter.
Saunter.
They just saunter along. You know how sometimes you need a cup of coffee, but your heart rate's like, yeah, please don't. That's me. Which is why I'm obsessed with Savorista. They make small batch coffee that's actually craft roasted, full of flavor, but without all that caffeine. I've been drinking their decaf and half calf blends lately, and listen, If you think decaf can't taste good, Savorista is about to change your entire personality. It's bold, it's smooth, it doesn't taste like sadness. You can drink it at 9 p.m. without regretting all your life choices. Okay, so if you're looking for that, cozy cup that won't have you reorganizing your pantry at 2 a.m., check out Savorista.com. Savorista, Savorista.com, and use the code ReallyPod at checkout for a little something off your first order. That little something, 25%. Your nervous system will thank you. Do you feel like you've learned something, Sierra?
I think I have. That's the best part about making mistakes and getting questions wrong is you learn from them. Since I got, how many points did I get?
I stopped counting.
Because it was so low. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not about the grade, it's about the knowledge and what I learned.
Right. That's
Yes.
exactly right.
Yes.
So we should do away with tests, right?
Get them out of here.
That's a whole nother episode. Sierra,
Hey.
take us into this one.
All right. So we are going to circle back, because I love it, to a little bit of, we were talking about that examophobia, that test anxiety, that sort of thing. And maybe we all kind of have it. Maybe you're not sitting in a college classroom, but maybe you have got a deadline on something that you've got to get done. Maybe that's bringing up some of those things. Maybe you got to retake your driver's license test. I don't know, like you moved to a different state or something like that. Maybe you're just feeling it.
For your job, a professional
Yeah.
type of test.
Yeah, maybe you're having to do an aptitude test to level up in your company. I don't know. But here's some things that maybe we could kind of roll into. Number one.
Okay.
Number one is what you're feeling is validated. And it's not just on an emotional level. There is something in the brain that is actually happening, right? And again, we're not like professionals and we're not going to go into the super scientific stuff. We're just going to hit these highlights that hopefully will help. Number one, we talked about that little baby almond that lives inside of your brain. That's the amygdala. That's that fear center. That's that triggered response that's like, threat, bing, 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 bing. And those threats were, those threats were made there when at some point when you were a little kid, and then as you like grew older and that sort of thing, that now it remembers. And it's that stored trigger signal that's pinging. Okay. And with that comes those increases in our heart rate, our respiratory rate, that blood pressure, like you were saying, Michael Thomas. And it's that cortisol, that stress hormone response that kind of gets flustered. And then we're like, then our adrenaline goes up. Then you start getting those physiological things. So it's happening in the brain on a physiological level that then will start to feed into these different emotional aspects that then lead into our thinking and our forms. What do you think about the fact that we're shifting from this physiological state? How do we shift all of that energy?
So one thing I do think that students do, especially because, we're around students, but, I think we're all students because if we're true lifelong learners. But one thing I think we have to, as their educators, we have to help them with is shifting them out of that performance thinking into more of a process thinking. They spiral because they're only focused on, I need a B to pass. I need an 80 to pass. I can't miss more than 8 on this exam. Instead, I think we need to shift that culture, and that's going to be a huge culture shift. And we can't do it alone. It's like your whole team, your whole education team really has to start from the bottom. We train them to focus on just one question at a time. We train them on how to reason through these questions. We train them on test taking skills because a lot of these tests and the way they should be written, they're hackable. We need to teach them how to hone those test taking skills in order to teach them how to decrease their performance anxiety. And if we can do that, teach them, what can you control? Shift it from pass or fail, shift it from success or failure more to a task mindset.
I like
I
that.
think I think that could help a ton. So when we are talking about this, when we do have those emotional responses,
Mm-hmm.
emotions are called feelings for a
Mm-hmm.
reason, 'cause as Brene Brown said, they're called feelings because we feel them
Oh
all
yeah.
over. That
Yeah.
warm wash of inadequacy that we all feel
Yeah.
when, fill in the blank, whatever hits
Mm-hmm.
us. But how do we, Sierra,
Mm.
our resident yoga teacher,
Oh
how do we physiologically regulate?
God.
What are some things we can do?
Well, as simple yet complex as it sounds, breathing is important and it's crucial and it can flip and it can change. And we've talked about what?
Like, is it not amazing? So, I mean, obviously, breathing is, autonomic. We don't think about it and we do it.
Mhm.
Is it not amazing, though, how much you can calm yourself down
Yeah.
when you take that over and you're like, oh, I was breathing too fast.
Hmm.
Oh, my shoulders were earrings,
Yeah.
when your shoulders are up here. Um, it,
Yeah.
when you can, anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No,
that
it's true.
is so like, it's amazing. Just when you said breathing, I was like, uh-huh, yeah,
Yeah. Big
yeah.
fan.
I love it, but
Yeah.
sometimes our own emotions and feelings hijack us.
This is true. And we've talked about before on our calm down episode about how it takes about 20 to 60-ish minutes, whatever, to actually like calm down. This is you're taking that exam or you're about to go take it or do whatever, insert stressful thing here. And so what can you do in that moment to make some awareness to this physiological change? How can you shift it? Well, now we can do something within our body. And this is not new, right? This is ancient ways and stuff like that. So, how do you, number one, get these shoulders out of not as earrings, right? And how do you not get trapped in your traps? That's what happens to me. I think one of the things that I do is I hold my breath. You've seen me in my breath holds too. And you're like, okay, breathe. Okay, you're not breathing. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Both
yeah, yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my two favorite. I'm gonna give you my two favorite. I love a good box breathing. Okay. You're gonna inhale for 4 seconds. You're
Amen.
you're gonna hold for 4 seconds. You're gonna exhale for four, and you're gonna hold that exhale for four. I love a good box breathing. You can do it just sitting there. One that I have incorporated that's one of my new favorites is from Dr. Andrew Huberman, which from Huberman Lab. He's a podcast. Everybody's probably heard of him. If
We
you
love
like him, you don't, I don't care. This helps me.
Sure.
And his is, I'm going to do it for you. Okay.
Thank
It's you
you.
inhale through your nose. And then when you get to the top, you're going to like do a quick inhale through the nose of whatever else you can. So like you fill up and then that last little bit and then a slow, long exhale. Yes. Great. Yeah, exactly. Calm. So, like you said, it's autonomic, and our respiratory system allows us to choose and to automatically go into those things. But if we can have that choice and choose, then we can sit there maybe during that test and maybe do some of these breathing exercises. Who cares if people are looking? I mean, do it quiet. I don't care. But get yourself out of that state. It's important. It's important.
Absolutely. And two, one thing that I think we need to kind of stress here. Stress.
Touche.
One thing we need to emphasize,
Yeah.
emphasis, is this is a practice.
Yeah.
You will get better at doing it the more you do it.
Just like yoga.
It just like anything.
Yeah.
It is a practice. So, the more you do it, the more you train yourself to help yourself calm down, the more you train yourself to breathe and initiate that rest and digest, that vasovagal response, the better you'll get at it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So we've now kind of breathed our way through this. What about when we actually have to sit and take the test? Like, got to get through this moment.
One thing I do love, and I mentioned it a little bit prior is I think we can reduce our anxiety around testing by helping our students, helping our colleagues if there's a test that they have to take, through teaching them test taking competence, test taking skills. A
Yeah.
lot of test anxiety just comes from a skill deficit of not knowing how to take a test.
Yeah.
A lot of these standardized tests, they're standardized. So
Yeah.
they can be hacked. They can be, and I'm not talking about like hacking them on your computer. That's illegal. Uh,
That's illegal.
that's illegal. I'm talking about hacking the ways that the questions are written, hacking
Mm,
how to read them,
you're good
knowing
at that.
how to break down the stems of the questions, knowing how to identify what is a distractor in that question, what is
Mm,
a distractor in the answers, prioritizing. How can, which out of these answers would give you the best result? In nursing, we have a lot of select all that apply questions. I know you said do you all for the vet tech license?
we have autonomy for our quizzes and stuff, so I will throw in occasional like all accept or mark all that apply on a quiz, but I won't do it on an exam because our national boards won't do it.
Oh,
And
okay.
also, I hate them. Talk
They
about second guessing.
well, and talk about an acquired skill.
Ugh,
And so many standardized tests have moved to select all that apply or multiple response types of
Lordy.
questions to because they do test people on that higher level of reasoning.
Okay.
But I do feel like if you can make it more procedural, if you can make a test more procedural and you can come at it from a very procedural standpoint,
Okay.
you can kind of control. No, you can't control necessarily the content that's on the test. You can't
Right.
control, but you can control your reaction. How
Yeah.
are you going to train yourself to control that reaction?
I like
And
that.
if you can, control what you can, confidence
Yeah.
will grow the more you practice that as well. So
Yeah.
I don't want you all to think anything Sierra and I are saying about test anxiety. This isn't a blanket. Okay.
No.
This also isn't a one and done.
No, gosh.
Test anxiety and testing skills, they come from practice. You have to practice it every time. And you
Yeah.
have to start somewhere. And you have to have the openness to say, okay, I'm going to try this time. Maybe you didn't make a great grade, but you still tried it. The next time, maybe that grade went up a little bit.
Yeah.
You obviously have to know your content. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. But
Yeah.
if you know that content, then you need to level yourself up and figure out how to hack these questions.
Yeah.
That will help with your anxiety so much. And I do feel like that is a lot of the reason why I don't have test anxiety anymore.
That's great.
And I never really had it, but at the same time, it was, it did stick in the back of the brain when I took my state boards. But thankfully, I had learned enough through my education training when I was in grad school how to take tests. So that way, when I went for my 2 professional certifications, it wasn't that bad, and they worked. The skills worked, and I'm living proof. Anyway, all right. Sierra.
No, you're fine. I remember when I took my boards exam, you mentioned like test anxiety. I kind of blacked that out. I do want to say, yes, when I took my national boards exam, I got sick. Like I worked myself up into a tizzy that
Stress.
my doc yeah, but my doctor was like, take this CPAC. We can't have you like doing this. You're going to get through this. And
Hmm.
I did, and I passed, and it was great. But man, I did work myself up because it's like, it's all on the line. We've
Yeah.
spent 2 years to get here, sort of
Hmm.
thing. So, yeah,
Yeah. It's
it's
so
definitely a thing.
well. Please speak to how you can reframe that inner voice
Mm.
those gremlins in your head.
Mm.
Uh, that how can we give folks the language to replace those catastrophizing thoughts?
Oh, yeah. I think what we say to ourselves is extremely important, right? Like we've got to be kinder to ourselves. We can't be talking smack about our own selves in this because it is true that what the words that you think about yourself, those are there, right? But then if you take those words and you like actually put them out there into the world and say them, especially to somebody else, not only are you thinking it, you're saying it, and then you're hearing it. You're hearing your insecurity talk about yourself like that. And this is somebody that is, I'm a person that does this. So I have to like remember this too. When we say the words, I I don't test well. Okay, well, you've already just said you're not going to test well on this exam. And
Or
so
I always fail.
I always fail. So what do we say instead? What do we say to somebody that says, I'm going to fail. I always fail tests.
Well, it's a foregone conclusion then.
Yeah.
You've already accepted it.
You've wrote your story.
Mhm.
You just, put it
You
all out there.
manifested that negativity.
Yeah. Instead, it needs to be you have to flip your narrative. So maybe something like, and I'm sure you get this a lot. Um, I I'm not good at pharmacology. I can't test pharmacology. Well, instead, pharmacology is not my strong suit. I need to work a little bit harder on that.
Absolutely. Take some accountability for it.
Yeah.
Own it.
And half the time too. So we've got not only are you having lecture exams where you're having to take an exam, a written exam, A, B, C, D, whatever, or mark all the apply. You also have these competency tests where you do have to do a task, right? Maybe drawing blood, maybe for us running anesthesia, taking X-rays, getting an ECG on a patient, all that. And so we kind of have in these certain programs, you have the book smart and then the textbook and then actual like career smart too, where you're performing these things and or doing these tasks. So that also comes like a different level. You have to know the content, you have to practice it. You're not going How are you going to know to do it if you don't practice it or have that
Yeah.
baseline understanding? It all starts from that simple like AMP, kind of level with all of that.
Well, and one thing too, you bringing up practice more. We've said that word a lot, folks. So, give yourself some practice. So, Google some low stakes timed quizzes. Give yourself some, Google, like if you are a whatever, I'm just going to use nurse because that's my example. If you're getting ready to go into a nursing exam, Google, hey, I need NCLEX style questions. If you're getting ready to go into an exam, maybe you're getting ready to take the MCAT, maybe you're getting ready to take the GRE. There's all kinds of standardized tests out there that you can just Google or throw it into Chat GPT and say, hey, I need 10 practice questions on a Bloom's taxonomy level of 4.
Great.
Don't give me the rationales, but give me that, spit them out. Start practicing that. Start practicing how to take those
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
Because, repeated exposure to that will decrease your threat perception of the
Yeah.
test. The first time you quiz, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
The 10th time you quiz, it could be a little bit more routine.
Yeah.
And that becomes less terrifying.
Yeah. I don't necessarily tell my students, like, you are not going to know everything. We've got too many species to begin with that. You've got a chameleon and a horse and a cow and a dog and a cat. There's just a lot going on and a donkey. Okay. You're not going to necessarily know everything, but can you process of eliminate? Can you hypothesize? Can you word associate? Kind of like you were talking
Absolutely.
about with the questions.
Context.
Okay, in that question, circle that word. Okay, that means sedation. Okay, well then from that list, if there's a list of medications, which one is going to help with sedation? And then start picking them out. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
I think
I love
that just hypothesize, word associate,
that. Mm-hmm.
especially those big tests that ask, it's basically veterinary Jeopardy.
Yeah. Well, in any test like that, we have to figure out how to work around them.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think one thing that also can help build some resilience, help to build some skills,
Mm-hmm.
and decrease that anxiety is, a debrief
Yeah.
following the test.
Reflection.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, like, do you have any tips for that, Sierra? Can you walk us through that?
Well, I think what I try to do with students is sometimes I'll do an optional homework or it's not optional where go back and look at the things that you missed. Okay. It's a creating self-awareness to, did I not study that material or did I just like, this just didn't work out. I did not invest enough time and energy into this. That's okay. Be honest
Or I
with
just
yourself
don't understand it.
or I just don't understand it and I'm
Yeah.
too maybe nervous to ask questions. So,
Mhm.
as educators, maybe that's a moment for us to then also reach out to that said student too,
Absolutely.
right? And so there's kind of a teamwork with that. The biggest thing is when you miss a question, what can you learn from that? Go back and look at those. I think I've said it before. It's not about the grade, it's about what you are incorporating in that knowledge. But
Mhm.
something that I know you do, and you inspired me, and we actually do this now too, is remediation. Remediation is not necessarily a negative thing.
No,
Explain to the listeners, viewers, what remediation is, if you don't mind.
it's just looking over what you've just gone through,
Mm-hmm.
what you've just been tested upon. And, I remediated with 4 students today after our test. And I bet you about half of the ones that were missed,
Mm.
each of the 4, they were like, oh, I just
Yeah.
didn't think of that question right.
Okay.
Or I really overthought that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I didn't read it well enough,
Yep. That happens.
you know? So, and that's another type of debrief, but remediating that and then saying, okay, if you truly don't understand
Mm-hmm.
ABC, let's go back and look at it.
Yeah.
Let's go back and, make yourself a little plan.
Mm-hmm. You got to do the work.
It's not the whole test.
No.
You did okay. It's not the whole test. It's this content. If you need to remediate ABC, how you going to get to XYZ?
Mm-hmm.
And, making a plan, remediating that content. It is, prior to their major classes, a lot of times when they're in prerequisite classes, they are not, it's that pump and dump. It's
Mm-hmm.
that they are pumping that information in, they're
Yeah.
dumping it out on that test, and they're done.
Yeah. And they never think twice.
They don't have to retain it
No.
because they're not going to see it again. Well, we are most of the time in their majors, we're building them up and building upon the prior knowledge of the semester previously, of the class
Yes.
previously, because that's how you have to perform. That's how you have
Yep.
to work. That's how you advance your profession. So you can't just pump and dump.
No.
So,
Nope.
it's changing bad habits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Just go back, look at it,
Yeah. But
self evaluate.
yeah, it builds their cognition, it builds their ability to clinically reason, to critically think, and it will ultimately help reduce that anxiety. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily think a little bit is bad.
Mm-mm.
If you have it, don't beat yourself up over it.
Yeah.
Have a
No.
little grace with yourself.
Please do. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Lordy mercy, that was deep.
Well, that's deep but needed.
Yes, amen.
Yeah.
Sierra,
Yeah.
where are you gonna spend your money?
Well, I'm going to Chile, right?
Yep.
I'm going backpacking. I'm going on
Yeah.
a 4-day backpacking trip in Chile. And I needed me some stuff. Okay. But I don't know if you know this, but outdoor equipment and supplies and clothing is extremely expensive.
Sure enough.
It sure is. REI, she's pricey. Okay.
REI's proud. REI's real
She's
proud.
too proud for
She's
me.
proud of herself. Yeah.
Woo. Okay. Now some stuff I can't get, I still gotta go there. But where I got a very nice down jacket, and some other like things and stuff is in Asheville. There is a like consignment and retail shop that's called Second Gear. Second Gear.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find them on Instagram, Second Gear WNC, and they are WNC's, Western North Carolina's outdoor adventure shop. On
Okay.
Facebook, just Second Gear. Basically, the cheaper exploration starts here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're great
I love that.
and super nice. Where are you gonna go?
I'm going to go to, it is a little place here in Bristol. Caitlin reminded me of it the other day because we went to the big Lego convention at the racetrack. And
What?
yeah, the original burger bar
Oh, downtown?
in Bristol. Yes.
Yes.
Downtown Bristol. It has been a classic diner since 1942, famously known as the last place Hank Williams Sr. was seen alive.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ginneberg.
Uh-huh. And they have great burgers.
Yeah,
They
they
have
do.
I love their breakfast. It's
I've
actually
been there for
it's
breakfast.
my favorite. Yeah. It's a lovely place. You can find them at theoriginalburgerbar.com. You can also find them on Instagram at the Original Burger Bar or on Facebook at Burger Bar. Folks, I hope this week has given you something to think
Yeah.
about phobias. And, it's, as y'all can tell, pull a topic out of a hat. Tell us what you all want us to talk about. Comment below. We love to talk about anything.
And everything.
We can make a conversation out of anything. So, what do you want us to talk about from us on? Leave us a comment, like, subscribe. Thank you all for your support.
Okay.
All right, you've made it this far. Sierra, you got anything else on your heart?
Nope. No, just have a great week and thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Why are you not stopping? I'm clicking it.